So in my previous video, I know I talked a lot about exfoliation and some of you still had doubts about what exactly exfoliation is, who should be using it and who shouldn't be using it, and how you should be exactly doing it. So this video is for you guys. So let's dive in and talk about exfoliation. So there are two types of exfoliation, physical and chemical exfoliation. Now, physical exfoliants, they use more of small particles to scrub away the dead skin cells from your skin. So, for example, it would be coffee or sugar, or you get those scrubs with tiny little particles in them. So they use literally force to scrub away the dead skin cells. And they only remove the dead skin cells which are on top of your skin. Now, this kind of physical exfoliation may help most people, but it's not suited for people with acne, for people with delicate skin, and who have a ruined skin barrier, because this tugging might wear out the surface of your skin, which might cause to different skin conditions like dehydration, more acne, itching, redness, etc. Those of you who cannot tolerate physical scrubs can use chemical exfoliants. So that brings us to the next part of our video, that is chemical exfoliants. And this is personally my favorite method of exfoliation because I cannot tolerate the physical scrubs. What are chemical exfoliants? Chemical exfoliants are those which uses acids or enzymes that dissolve the dead skin cells. They don't use force, they dissolve the dead skin cells on your skin. Now, chemical exfoliants are three types. They are AHAs, that is alpha hydroxy acids, BHAs, that are beta hydroxy acids, and PHAs, that is polyhydroxy acids. I know I didn't talk about the last one, but stay tuned, you can know more about this. Okay, what are AHAs? AHAs are commonly found in fruits, in milk, in sugarcane, and they are water soluble. They exfoliate the top layer of your skin. So what are the different types of alpha hydroxy acids? Some of them are glycolic acid, mandelic acid, tartaric acid, malic acid, and lactic acid. Now, glycolic acid is one of the strongest AHAs. They may not be suited for sensitive skin types, but people with more dry, normal skin types, this kind of acid works the best. Overall, AHAs, they reduce hyperpigmentation, they reduce fine lines and wrinkles, they give you a brightened skin glow. It's perfect for mature, dry skin. It improves the skin texture. It also improves the production of collagen, and also to some extent works in skin hydration. For those people who cannot tolerate glycolic acid, there are obviously other alternatives like lactic acid, mandelic acid, tartaric acid, and malic acid. Now, malic acid is not usually used, but lactic acid is the best for sensitive skin, and mandelic acid is also a great type of alpha hydroxy acid that can be used even for acne prone skin. Tartaric acid has some form of antioxidants in them. Malic acid can be used for all skin types except for sensitive, but this is less effective than glycolic acid. But if it is used in combination with glycolic and lactic acid, can give great results. There's another acid called a citric acid that's usually found in lemons and oranges. This is an AHA and also an BHA. It can be used for people with drier skin and also for oily skin, but I do not advise using citric acid too much because this can sometimes ruin your skin barrier. So it's better to avoid this ingredient. So to summarize the AHAs, glycolic acid is the strongest of all of them. So if you have super sensitive skin, you might want to avoid this. Instead, you can use lactic acid, you can use mandelic acid, you can use tartaric acid. Moving on to BHAs or beta hydroxy acids. Now these are oil soluble when compared to AHAs, which are water soluble. So that means these work best with oily acne prone skin. It goes to the deeper levels of your skin, and it dissolves all the oil and it unclogs your pores. So this will work great for people who have inflammation and clogged pores and is not able to get rid of that texture and acne on your skin. So the most famous BHA is salicylic acid, which I've already talked about, and it's one of my favorite ingredients, and I use this 2 times a week. When do you use AHA and when do you use BHA? So people with drier skin can use AHAs because it exfoliates the top layer of your skin only. If you are someone with oilier skin and you need that extra unclogging, extra exfoliation which goes deeper, you might want to use a BHA. There's another type of hydroxy acid that is perfect for sensitive skin, that is polyhydroxy acid. This works slower when compared to AHAs and BHAs because they have a larger molecular size, and that's why it takes a little longer for it to penetrate the skin. So these kind of exfoliants are better for people with eczema and rosacea and people with very sensitive skin. And these also have antioxidant properties. Some of the polyhydroxy acids are gluconolactone and lactobionic acid. So if you are having very sensitive skin, you can opt for PHAs, that is polyhydroxy acid, if you don't want to ruin your skin with AHAs and BHAs, which are slightly stronger. Another question that I keep getting is that if you can use all these together. Now, some products do have AHAs, BHAs and PHAs together, which is okay because they have formulated the percentages of the chemicals in them. But if you're doing this on your own, you have to be extra careful while pairing these, because if you use a strong acid like glycolic acid and if you use a BHA, which is salicylic acid, which might be a little too much for you. Now, people with oilier skin have greater tolerance to these exfoliants. So me personally, I can use the ordinary peeling solution twice a week and it doesn't give me any kind of burns, or I'll have a very minimal tingling sensation, but I do not have much of a problem with that product. But people with drier skin and much more sensitive skin might want to do a little bit of a patch test either on your neck or the back of your hand, preferably your cheek or your neck region. Wait for a day or two and see if you have any allergic reactions to this kind of exfoliant, and then maybe you can go ahead and use it on your entire face. But be very careful, look at the percentages, maybe ask an expert before you use it. But otherwise, chemical exfoliants are better than physical exfoliants, and I would always opt for the chemical exfoliant. So before I confuse you all further, that's all about chemical and physical exfoliants. I hope I've answered all of your questions. If you have any doubts or any other further questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also follow my Instagram, where I will be posting a lot of product reviews and skincare tips. So thank you. See you again next time. Bye bye.